But the refrigerators could only be so high.
We have to stop being a 40
Yeah, the range is right next to it.
We're 11.
My range and refrigerator got 10 more space.
Do you have no choice of them?
No,
Yeah, you know.
How's Tim tonight?
Yeah, so it's.
it is so small. You don't think of those things when the price is right. Yeah.
Ready?
Where'd you get it at? You gotta tell me.
Good evening. I'd like to call this evening's City of Uniontown special city council meeting to order at 5 p.m. Roll call.
Mr. Billy?
Here.
Mr. Vasaki?
Here.
Mr. Winfrey?
Here.
Mr. Shuhon?
Here.
Mayor Gurke?
Here. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any comments on agenda items only? Yes, Mark.
Can I get out of the corner? Last time I was in a corner, my dad whipped me, so I'd rather not be standing that close to the corner.
You can go all the way up to the carpet. There you go.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Mark Rayful. I'm the Economic Development Coordinator for the County of Fayette and also a resident of the City of Uniontown. But I'm here today to speak on agenda item 298, the approval of the Fayette Enterprise Zone within the City of Uniontown. The commissioners tasked me to recreate the enterprise zone and remap it. The City of Uniontown has always been in it, but it has gone dormant for the longest time. So we are going to be redoing it. We're doing a 5-mile on each side of every major highway, and also we are doing the City of Uniontown and the City of Connellsville. What the Keystone Enterprise Zone, or we're calling it the Fayette Enterprise Zone, what that'll do is it'll give you a box to check whenever your grant writers are writing grants that will move you up in the line to get a grant. It'll also give the opportunity for businesses to apply for it, and they will get tax credits. It does not affect your tax base whatsoever. These businesses will get federal or state tax credits that they can then either pay their taxes with or use them and sell them off. They can also use the opportunity. The county has about $1.5 million through in Fay Penn's account, and they'll be able to get a loan for their business. So, it's only for businesses within a properly zoned business district or business zoning. So it can be a neighborhood business, it could be a manufacturer, and I know there was some questions that some folks saw that you also get preferential treatment if you're applying for a liquor license. That's the least of the things that we're worried about with this. First of all, you have to find that liquor license to move that liquor license. It's not like they're going to create a liquor license just for you for this option. So I'm here today to ask you for that. There's 24 municipalities that have been asked to participate in this, and out of those 24, I sent an email out last Monday, and I've received back 6 of them, and I'm just waiting for them to have their meetings like you guys tonight. So I'd ask that you consider this and you vote in favor of it. It will be a great toolbox for Crystal to have in her toolbox to help bring new business, along with the county to help bring new business into the city. Any questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Any other comments on agenda items only? Yes, go right ahead, Chris.
I'll just add to Mark on that enterprise zone. It's really exciting that a county would include us in that. Would be a great thing to participate in. For agenda item 295, the cooperation agreement that we've been working and drafting we are really excited, the authority's really excited for the opportunity to enter into this agreement with the city. The basic overview of this agreement just allows the authority to work on grants and assist the city on some of the grants that are open so far, and also identify grants in the future that we could administer on behalf of the city. And it's, rather than having an individual cooperation agreement for each grant, it can be reviewed as needed basis. And also it would include us having the opportunity to manage and provide oversight for the rental registration program. All code enforcement would remain with the city, and there's been discussions with code enforcement of how we're going to work through those details. And I would just ask that we work through reimbursing the city's time involved in the code enforcement with a burden rate time allocation, similar to a process that we're doing already for other code enforcement activities that would be funded under the CDBG program. We hope in spring to launch a rental registration, a landlord registration event, and really have a lot of conversations with landlords and take a look at that program and incentivize it, and work with those landowners and property owners to create a program that they would look forward to participate in as a resource, at the same time allowing us to provide safe and habitable places for folks to live and be able to handle housing in the city. So, any questions? Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Any other comments on agenda items only? If not, that's all I have.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown to adopt the Bill Number 1771, proposed ordinance Number 1751, an ordinance of the City of Uniontown, Fayette County, Pennsylvania, showing the estimated receipts, expenditures, and liabilities of every kind of all the funds for fiscal year 2024, with the balance of unexpended appropriations as the basis for fixing the levy and tax rate for said fiscal year, appropriating and authorizing expenditures of the various amounts shown as proposed expenditures herein for the expenses of the city for said fiscal year from the revenue available for said fiscal year for the departments and specific purposes set forth herein, and the repealing of all ordinances or parts of ordinances inconsistent herewith. Mr. Billy?
Yes.
Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown to adopt Bill Number 1772, proposed ordinance Number 1752, an ordinance of the City of Uniontown, County of Fayette, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, fixing the salaries payable by the City of Uniontown for the various positions enumerated herein for the fiscal year 2024, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances inconsistent herewith, and that the amount hereinafter set forth opposite the positions hereinafter enumerated be and the same are hereby fixed as the salaries payable for said positions by the city for the fiscal year 2024. Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mr. Billy?
Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown to adopt Bill Number 1773, proposed ordinance Number 1753, an ordinance of the City of Uniontown, County of Fayette, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, fixing the real estate tax rate for all city purposes for the fiscal year 2024, and repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances inconsistent herewith. Section 1, that a tax be and the same is hereby levied on all real property within the city, subject to taxation for the city purposes indicated herein for fiscal year 2024, and the computation of real estate tax levy as attached hereto, and label it Exhibit A as follows. A, for recreation purposes, the sum of .3055 mills on each dollar assessed valuation. For library purposes, the sum of .7657 mills on each dollar of assessed valuation. For general purposes, the sum of 11.9288 mills on each dollar assessed valuation, reflecting no increase in the tax levy, 13 mills for 2024. Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mr. Billy?
Yes.
Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown. Council hereby directs the Director of Accounts and Finance to make payment of the following invoices for services rendered or products procured for the City of Uniontown for December 2023. Invoices in the General Fund, $6,776.36. Highway, $68.45. Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mr. Billy?
Yes.
Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown to authorize purchase of parts and materials to complete installation of heaters in the street department garage from Lowe's in the amount of $381.32 and from Famous Supply in the amount of $4,587.82. Mr. Billy?
Yes.
Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown to enter into a cooperation agreement between the City of Uniontown and the Redevelopment Authority of the City of Uniontown, agreement attached hereto. Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mr. Billy?
So for our two incoming council members, just this agreement that we're putting in place with the redevelopment authority today, in 6 months, we're going to go back and we're going to review. Right now, we're going with a time allocation to be reimbursed back for the services that the city is going to incur some cost. So in 6 months, we're going to go back and we're going to reevaluate to see if the time allocation or if we need to go in a different direction. Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown, a resolution of the City of Uniontown setting required minimum bond amounts for city officials. Whereas the city is desirous of adjusting bond amount requirements for city officials for the 2024 calendar year and subsequent calendar years and until further change or adjustment. And whereas the city is desirous of reducing the cost of bond premiums and avoiding duplicative and unnecessary bond coverage. And whereas the City Council has the ability to set bond amounts, now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown, Section 1, bond amounts for the 2024 calendar year and for subsequent years until modified, adjusted, or amended by City Council or ordinance or resolution, the required minimum bond amounts for the designated officials, deputies, assistants, and employees of the city as a condition, qualification, and prerequisite of holding such office or position shall be as follows.
Can you touch base on it before you give us the comment?
Do I need to read?
So for this particular item on the agenda, you may recall that previously bond amounts have been set. So what this resolution is intended to do is, obviously the city pays a premium on all of those bonds. This actually sets those bond amounts, decreases them somewhat to reduce the premiums while making sure that we don't also have duplicative coverage. In addition, it also makes it clear that beyond any bond amounts, we also have insurance coverages in place that also assure and protect with respect to the bond coverage or amounts that wouldn't be covered under bond coverages. So.
Basically the last paragraph.
Yes, yeah. That's all you needed to read on that one. Yep.
Mr. Billy?
No.
Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown to introduce Bill Number 1774, proposed ordinance Number 1754, bond amounts. An ordinance of the City of Uniontown, Fayette County, Pennsylvania, setting required bond amounts and bond requirements for city officials and employees, establishing an effective date and repealing other inconsistent ordinances or parts thereof, and to direct the city clerk to advertise appropriate notice of intention to adopt said proposed ordinance at the regular meeting of City Council on January 2nd, 2024. A full and complete copy of the text of said ordinance number 1754 is available for public inspection in the office of the city clerk. Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mr. Billy?
No.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown, Fayette Enterprise Zone FEZ Resolution. A resolution of City of Uniontown approving the boundaries of an enterprise zone area or areas within City of Uniontown and improving the development of a regional enterprise zone that includes City of Uniontown. Now therefore be it resolved that 1, City of Uniontown approves the development of the Regional Enterprise Zone Economic Development Strategy by the Fayette Enterprise Zone Steering Committee. 2, City of Uniontown approves the boundaries of the Enterprise Zone area or areas within City of Uniontown as indicated on Attachment A. Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mr. Billy?
Yes.
Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes.
I am Mayor.
Thank you. Any public comment this evening?
Just real quick, the new council coming on, we have the right to open the budget back up. Okay?
So that's correct. So whenever there's a year where there are new council members coming on, there's a period of time that the incoming council or incoming newly constituted council would have the ability to reopen the budget, make adjustments, and then re-advertise that budget and then adopt the new budget. In addition to that, at any point in time, current or new council would have the ability to make supplemental appropriations and transfers within budget line items. That's correct.
Any other public comment this evening?
Could you explain further to the incoming members by how much of an increase or decrease?
The percentage rate, is that what you're saying? Okay.
So generally, when it's once a budget has been advertised and adopted, incoming council has the ability to adjust any particular line item of expenditures by up to 25%, any individual line item. So that's based on the actual budget, and then the entire budget by 10%. So that's the general rule with respect to an already advertised budget, unless a new council would completely reopen the budget, and then there are some different limitations with respect to that. And then once again, at any point in time, council has the ability by resolution to make appropriations to change budget line items throughout the course of any year.
What is the time? What is the deadline for that?
So the budget has to, if you want to completely reopen the budget, it has to be reopened and it has to be readopted by February 15th. Because that's basically the final date for when it has to be adopted as a new budget. If it's not adopted by that time, then it reverts to the prior budget that was adopted by the prior council.
And that still goes up for a vote anyway, right?
Correct, yes. So it still has to go through essentially the same process that this budget went through with respect to public notice being introduced and then being adopted at a subsequent meeting.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Is it to be formally adopted by February 15th?
It does have to be formally adopted by February 15th, yeah.
Any other public comment this evening? If not, that's all I have.
I'm sorry.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Uniontown, the council hereby adjourns to meet January 2nd, 2024 at 4 p.m. Mr. Billy?
Yes.
Mr. Vasaki?
Yes.
Mr. Winfrey?
Yes.
Mr. Shuhon?
Yes.
Mayor Gurke?
Yes. Thank you all for attending.
I'd like to say, to our two outgoing members, thank you. I had to cut out last meeting. I did join through the Facebook presentation. I have to say both of you really did a great job in thanking everybody. Joe, Councilman Shuhon, I have to say, it's the most I've ever heard you talk. Very heartfelt. You touched base on every single person, and I have to say that, that's something that I would like to try to incorporate on my goings out. Thank both of you.
You're quite welcome. Thank you, Jerry.
Despite anything that we may have disagreed on, there's never any ill will. And I do feel that I gained two friends out of this whole thing. We may not have seen eye to eye, but I just want to let you know going forward, if you two need anything, please let me know.
Same in return.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you.
Go, Jerry.
Well, that's a wrap. I forgot to thank the Academy.
Thank you.
You know, you didn't do like